Black people, it's all about the unity.
We are in a state of emergency. Tragedy. Want to show about it? Like to hear? Here it go. Free your mind.
It's all about the unity. It's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody move with me. Like that, you can make it plain. When you round the take fire at reality simple.
Peace, forever and always. I'm so Sister J. I'm so Sister D. And I just wanted to say thank you for all the people who helped to the medical fundraiser for my uncle Taalik. And it has meant so much to us that you would help, because without you guys, his life would not be possible and he would not be with me today right now. And I just want to say, for all of you that helped and that donated, I would really like to give a big thanks. And I hope I can meet you one day and say thank you in person. I love you guys. And free your mind. You're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it. What it's gonna be.
We want to make sure that we're not just working to be first, but we're working to be right. A lot of times there are situations when things are just happening so fast. It's always important to be fast, but we always want to be right.
I ordered this book, God is on Trial. I ordered this book from Amazon, and I must say I've read it. It's very well written, very thought provoking. And so, sisters and brothers like Alberta Parish, again, God is on trial. It is a provocative, thought provoking, very real and honest point of view regarding the gods of major religions or of Abrahamic religions, and why those of us who follow these belief systems should be asking the same kind of questions instead of just blindly accepting and following.
Everybody who is black and interested in black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
Hey, my brother, you know I had to call you and thank you personally again. I cannot disclose to you how happy I was to meet you in person, Myron. That was just like amazing.
Come on in. We will not beat you with some words. Don't touch the oceans.
To bring out a perfect harmony, Terry Ellis becomes the first of the divas to offer the world her singular sound. And she does just that on Psychiatric.
of black people. It's all about the unity and nothing they can do with it. So ain't nobody.
In a state of emergency. Right. Want to show them about it? Like to hear? Here you go. Free your mind. Because I keeps it real like that. I keep it real.
In the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what we call the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media. Wherever you may find me, I am known as the mighty Angel Snuff Nuff 7. I am your soul brother. Number one. Well, we want to begin our talk with a shirt one of my favorite people is wearing. This is Terry Ellis, involved from her Instagram page. And this is our beautiful Sister Terry. Shout out to Sister Terry. Shout out to Invoke. Shout out to those in the chat room, Deacons of Reality, Keaton, those who are listening and those who will be listening to this broadcast, hopefully in a future date. We have here our Sister Terry, and she's raising the Black Power fist, and she's wearing a shirt, Black people, I love you. The shirt is saying, Black people, I love you. And she raises the infamous Black Power fist. Now, what I would like to, or a question I would like to raise, and this is not speaking about Sister Terry, this is not speaking about nobody in particular. I want to raise the question, when you say Black people, I love you, I love Black people, I want to raise the question, what do you mean by that? Now, see, there's something where actions speak louder than words. Because you can say anything out of your mouth. Men do it all the time just to get some booty. Baby, you this. You the most beautiful woman I ever seen in the world. Whatever it takes to get some booty. A man will say whatever he got to say because that's just talk. And a lot of women will be mesmerized by these wonderful words, and then in 2 weeks, in 2 days, in 2 months, in 2 years, or 20 years, the woman that was beautiful, the woman who was the woman of my dreams, now she's a hoe and she's a bitch. She's a devil. She's a Jezebel. So it is better that you test. It's better than that you wait and watch the actions of somebody rather than their words, because their words can say and mean anything. But your actions show exactly who and what you are. I am so glad that many of these who were on my platform, I am so happy that they are gone, because their actions clearly show exactly who they were. Even though their mouth says something different. There are many who come to this platform and they run their mouth and they say certain things. I don't take social media, I don't take YouTube serious. And I'm not shocked, because that's what YouTube is all about. People faking who they are, pretending to be something that they are not. That's what social media is all about. Hiding, dodging, and skipping. That's what social media is about. Black power. I love the black people. Do you? There are those who will say, I love watermelon. I myself, I love watermelon. That's why I chose watermelon. Has nothing to do with the stereotype. Black folks love watermelon and fried chicken, which we do. I have yet to go or been around black folks and even Caucasian people. When you see those commercials on TV, lots of folks all over the world love watermelon and fried chicken. So what? But of course, the racists wanted to paint it in a different light to support their wicked mindset. But I'm going to use watermelon. There are those who love watermelon, and there are those who say they love watermelon. Now, some say they love watermelon, go to the store, grab the watermelon, barely eat the red out of the watermelon and throw it away. I just love me some watermelon. Then there are those who love watermelon. They grow the watermelon in their garden. You see pictures of watermelon all in their house. Now, is this an obsession or is this love? They eat the watermelon, they take the rind, cut it up, and pickle it like it's a cucumber. So I would assume that there's different levels of love. One person will love watermelon and basically throw it away. Then another person seemed to be obsessed, got pictures of watermelon all over the house, watermelon juice. So there's different levels of our understanding of what love is. But love should be a balance. Love should be where I love you, but I'm not obsessed. Because when love becomes an obsession, that's called fanaticism. You become a fanatic. There are those who love in vogue just because they like their songs or style or whatever. Then you have fanatics. Everything about them is in vogue, even to the point where some may even want to stalk Terry, stalk Rona, stalk Cindy, stalk Dawn, stalk Maxine. Then it becomes you are a fanatic. What is it? What is the point? What is it that I want to bring up? Why do I bring this before us? I love black people. Black people, I love you. What do you mean by that? There are women who have a connection to their child and they love that baby so much. They're willing to run into a burning building to rescue their child. I saw a video. A female cat kept going back and forth in this burning building. And the mama cat fur was all burned up, getting her babies out the building. Willing to risk her life for her babies. Now, just because the mama cat did not run into the building does not mean the cat did not love. So I'm not in a position to judge you or anybody when they say they love. However, what is the level of your love? Or do you love? Do you love a woman, or do you lust? Or do you just like? Do you love black people, or you just like? Or you just have a concern? Or you just care? Because when you're talking about love, I heard the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan talk about his love for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He said, I love that man. And when Malcolm began speaking and putting these different things out on my leader and teacher that I love, I kill you. I'm not a murderer, but I kill you over what I love. Malcolm X said the same thing. Malcolm X said, I know I'm going to die because I know these men love the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And if I was in their shoes and there was somebody like me speaking the way I am about who they love, I would expect that they would murder, come out to hurt me. When you love, love make you do some things. Now, when you like somebody, you only go so far because I like you. I think I don't think there's confusion among us when we talk about I love black people. No, you like black people. You have a concern. You have a care. Because love will make you rise up to the level you're willing to give your life for that which you love. You're willing to sacrifice anything and do whatever it takes because you love. So it's easy to say, and I'm not here to judge nobody, but I can tell you one of the reasons of why we continue to be in the condition that we find ourselves as soul brothers and sisters, black Americans, African Americans, whatever you want to call us, in this nation is because we don't love ourselves enough. We don't love. We care and we have a concern, but we really don't love. Because love, see, when you love Michael Jackson, there are those who love Michael Jackson so much, they're willing to do almost anything to try to meet Michael Jackson. Sneaking around in the hotel, trying to find his, I'm not trying to harm Michael, I just love him so much. They don't have tickets for the latest Michael Jackson tour. I'm going to find tickets. Spend 24 hours a day trying to find tickets because they so in love with Michael Jackson. I'm not here to judge you about your love, but I'm here to bring out your lie. You lie to yourself. You don't love. There are those of us who claim that we love black people, but when you look at their actions is discriminatory. Their actions do not show they love black people, because when you say black people are Christians, black people are Muslims, black people are homosexuals, black people are drug addicts, black people are prostitutes, black people are a whole lot of things. But when they say, I love black people, the black people have to change themselves into what they want them to be. If you love watermelon, a watermelon don't change. You have to accept that watermelon just the way it is. And some people say, I like watermelon. I eat it now and then. Because there's something about the watermelon that really not giving them a thrill. But those who love watermelon, I like the yellow watermelon, I like the small watermelon, I like the big watermelon, I like the seedless watermelon, I like the watermelon with seeds. I don't care, I love watermelon, I love watermelon. So you have different people here that's making these claims. They love black people, but they cannot accept black people as a whole. You got to change for me. But a watermelon don't change. And a horse don't change. Either you love the horse or you don't. I'm telling you, they don't love you. A good majority of these people that talk about, I love black people, they don't. You're just something to use, something to exploit. Give to my cash app. Donate to my, I want to use you for my purpose. That's what they want to do. They want to use you, make a slave out of you, exploit you, just like what other folks have done for the last 400 years. They want you to get rid of your white slave master and join the plantation that is owned by somebody with a black face. When we talk about the Mississippi campaign, Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign, it is designed for black people. Rich, poor, young, old, gay, straight, wherever you find yourself. That's what it's designed for. I don't give a damn about your sexual orientation. I don't care who you sleeping with. I don't care about your dog Rover. That's none of my business. That's personal choices. I'm not going to force my personal choices, my personal beliefs on you, because I love black people and you have a right to your choice. Don't you come before the masses talking about you love black people when you really don't. You want them to bow down to your slave plantation. You want to be a dictator. You want to be a cult leader. You want somebody to follow your happy ass. That's not loving black people. No, you want to use black people to create your whatever fake ass reality that you think that you want to. You are a user and an exploiter just like the rest of the suckers out there. I was on the platform of this brother not too long ago, this Moorish Science Temple guy. And he knows Hakkinen Bay, or whatever you want to call itself. He says we need a plan that can include all our people, regardless to our differences. That's what we need. But I'm going back to actions speak louder than words. He wanted me to spend a lot of time talking about my days in the Nation of Islam and did not spend no time on the Mississippi campaign. Then he gets angry. On Facebook. He's trying to force me to believe in his God. Then he blocked me. Why are you blocking me? I thought that you was looking for people and a plan that can embrace all of us. You're surrounded by liars. See, actions speak louder than words. All thing you have to do is listen to a person long enough. Watch their actions, not their words. You do not love black people because black people represent many, many things. And you don't want to deal with the many, many things. Stop saying, I love black people. Just say, I want to get some niggas to get together who think like me, and let's go out in the woods. Let's go to Saudi Arabia. Let's go to Africa. Let me get a certain specific groups of folks like me. Don't say, I love black people, because you don't. That's a lie. You want to convert some slaves for your plantation. That's what you want to do. So you can get folks together and eventually the dominant people in that group, that's why you want isolation. You want isolation. The dominant people in the group will rise up and become exploiters of the ones who are on the bottom. That's how it is all the time. A prime example was that Nuwabian crap. They was out there. They were isolated or whatever. And that Malachi York was sleeping with his other followers' wives. He was raping children. He was raping his own children. They were in isolation. That's what happens when you are in isolation. This is what happens when you have a bunch of folks that you really don't know because they speak good, because they look good. They want to get you out on Little House on the Prairie. And next thing you know, sister, you a damn slave. The brother's telling you, oh, sister, I love you and I respect you. They get you out in the middle of nowhere and your ass become a slave. The only thing they want you for is to cook, clean, and spit out babies. That's all. What can you do about it? You can't fight them, you weaker. They even have the weapons. So I hope that you feel happy in your new reality, separated, isolated from the white man. And this not only happens to black folks, it happens to white people too, and others. These folks want you to separate and isolate yourself away from your family, friends, and society so they can get you, so they can exploit you for their own nefarious purposes. This is why they don't want nothing to do with the Mississippi campaign. Because the Mississippi campaign is about simply giving you a different opportunity, giving you power, putting us in a different position. It's not about what I personally want. I'm not forcing my beliefs and my ways on nobody. And I love you. That's why I can accept you and I work with you from where you are. The Mississippi campaign can work with anybody and going to work with anybody. All these other things. I don't like your lifestyle. You don't have to live. Look, if we had a state like Mississippi, you don't have to live around nobody. Go in your little corner and do your thing. Do your self-righteous ass thing, and I hope that you're happy. We have become nasty, and we have become racist wannabes, just like the oppressor. We think just like they do. Bias, have no compassion, no empathy, no understanding. You sound like a damn mental patient. I want what I want when I want it. You don't love black people. They don't like hanging around me because I know you don't like black people. You want some damn slaves. I'm not going to be your slave. I'm not going to support your new modern day slavery. If you love black people, you love black folks the way we are. And you are patient enough and you have enough compassion when we are sick, then you are willing to work with us and help us, not make mockery. We are in the middle of a pandemic and you don't see nobody running around, oh, stay away from me. You got the COVID. That ain't how you treat sick people. You bring them to the hospital for treatment and the nurse holds your hand and they hook you up to the equipment and they do what they can to get you well. Oh, I don't like that. And when the person vomit or throw up on you, you don't say, ooh, you and want to beat the person up. They sick and you're sick. Nobody is on a level where they can talk about and judge somebody else. None of you are. Sin is sin. Breaking the law is breaking the law. If you steal a piece of bubble gum and you rob a store, you still broke the law. Sin is sin. But we want to talk about somebody else's sin. But then when somebody talk about your sin, you got a problem. Oh, you are homosexual. You gay. You can't bring that here. Oh, but you can bring pedophilia. You can be an undercover. You can be a down low brother. You can be a rapist. You can be a thief and a liar. You can accept all that. You can accept ex-cons. You can accept an ex-serial murderer. I would rather live around homosexual people than a damn rapist, a damn pedophile, a damn thief, burglars. And what about you? You a damn drunk. You got to go get you a beer that you don't even make from the white man. You got to get you some Hennessy and some gin and some vodka. You ain't nothing but a damn drunk, and you smoke cigarettes. What about your damn sin? And you cheated on your wife. And you don't take care of your damn children. What about your damn sin? So you're going to embrace these people, don't pay child support, they don't pay their bills, got criminal records. Who the hell is perfect? Raise your hand. Put in the chat room if you're perfect. What was it they asked Jesus about stoning this woman to death? She was guilty of adultery. And Jesus said, he who is without sin cast the first stone. And even the Jesus didn't pick up a stone. I am in no position to judge people. I want things to be better for all of us. We all sick. We all messed up in our own way. And if we understand that, then we can create a society. If we do it right, the new society that we create will slowly diminish all these things. Not for us, we're damaged goods. But we can begin the process where our babies, our future generations, don't have to worry about pedophiles and being drunks and all this gender confusion and all these things that we complain about. You're not going to see it in your lifetime because you are actually in the cesspool and you don't want to get out. You want to isolate and you want to separate or segregate, but you're still in the damn cesspool. You still got doo-doo on you. You still got feces and urine on you. You must put yourself in a position so that you can clean yourself. If you cannot do that, you can isolate, you can segregate, you can run and hide and do all you want to. It's not gonna, nothing is going to change. Your mindset, no matter where you go, is filled with urine and feces. There's nowhere on the planet you can run and hide. You're damaged goods. I don't care how much you pray to Jesus or Allah or how righteous you think you are, you're damaged goods. Like the scriptures say, we was born in sin, and the only way that we can get this off of us, you have to be born again. And of course, we know we can't be born again. Only through the process of our children, which are reflections of us. Start cleaning them up, getting that filth off of them. So we say, Black people, I love you. This is really a false statement. Because if you really care about Black people, then whatever activity, whatever you're trying to do, or whatever you want to do, it has to encompass the Black people. No, you have a concern, and you might care, and you like Black people, but you don't love. Because to love Black people, they carry too much baggage that you don't want to deal with. So you want to find a nice group of others like yourself, and y'all go do your thing. But don't say it's because for black people, because that's not your concern. You want to find some naive slaves, just like everybody else do, always come to the black community to use us, exploit us for their own purposes. Nobody has no concern for the black man and woman in America. How can I use them? How can I exploit them for what I want? Not for what is in the best interest of them, what I want. And when you hear these people talk, it's about what I want. When I talk about the Mississippi campaign, it's not about what I want. You have no empathy for others. You really don't care about others. You have no compassion for others. You have a delusional, unrealistic way of looking at our situation. And everything you touch is going to fail. Everything. Because you're not acting upon this in a realistic manner, and you're lying to yourself. You're lying to the people that you love them and you really don't. So this brother that talked about we need to find a plan where everybody can get on board, and I want to talk about the Mississippi campaign. So he blocked me because I want to accept his God. What does he do every week? What does he do on his channel every week? He goes around beefing and finding fault and talking about other YouTubers all day long. That's what he does. See, actions speak louder than words. Go ahead and do a Google search, a YouTube search. How many videos do these people have talking about black unity? How many videos do they have about trying to squash beef between them and somebody else? Because it's not what about, because they don't love black people. It's all about the reality show. It's all about entertainment. It's not, they're not real. But you don't fool me, because I hear people talk. Your actions speak louder than words. So I need to get that off my chest so I can go into the main topic. And again, I'm not here to judge you. But I know I'm surrounded by a bunch of liars. You do not love black people. You're out for yourself. All this energy should be directed for one common goal, one common purpose. I'm going to do my thing. And they over here doing their thing. Everybody doing all this different stuff. It's not going to work. That's not going to get you nowhere. But that's because you don't love black folks. Because if we love black people, then we know we have to pool our resources. We have to come under one umbrella and work as one. But we don't love black people. Because if you love them, if you loved us, then it don't make no difference what you personally want. I got to do something for what is in the best interest of the whole. And you're not. You're only looking out for what I want. I want what I want when I want it. So maybe you like black people, and maybe you have a concern, and maybe you care a little bit, but you do not love. Don't come around me. I love you. No. That's not what your actions show. Your actions do not show that. Look. Now these same suckers will quickly tell you or call you a broke ass nigga. What is one of the #1 problems that we complain about in this country? What was it that Dr. King, before he was assassinated, what was one of his concerns? It was the poor people's march. Poverty. One of the problems in the black community, Soul America, one of our biggest problems in this country, we are poverty stricken. We live in the ghetto. We have no money. We have no economics. We have no finances. We have no generational wealth. But as soon as one of these suckers that talk about, I love black people, I'm here to help you, soon as they get angry, they will tell you, get out of my live stream, you broke ass nigga. This is coming from somebody that love you. Call you a broke ass nigga. We always been broke. That's our problem in this country. Poverty, no generational wealth, no land, no resources. So here comes somebody that love you. I love black. I shows love to black people. Now here's somebody, a piece of trash, that call you a broke ass nigga. How they making their money? Will you donate to my Cash App? Will you donate to my GoFundMe? They begging the poor people every day. And then turn around and call you a broke ass nigga. Yeah, I'm a broke ass nigga. I just gave you my last $15. You bastard. These are the ones that love you. These are the ones that love us. That love the black people. That's our problem. No economics. No generational wealth. This has been going on since Reconstruction. And this is coming out the mouth of somebody. I love the black people. And they have the nerve to call other black folks Uncle Tom and Sambos and blah, blah, blah. These are the ones that love you. And as long as the sisters submit to their foolishness, to their will, you're a queen, you're a goddess. But as soon as you question, soon as you hold them accountable, these men, you a hoe, and you a bitch, and everything in the world. And you want to be under the control and the domination of people with this kind of mindset. You think that you're doing bad under white supremacy. You're going to be really, really shocked what's going to happen to you under nigger supremacy. That's what it is. You're going to be really, really shocked. Many of you know that I was unjustly incarcerated in a mental institution for 10 years. And you will hear from those who love black people, they will talk about the school to prison pipeline. They will tell you about the black codes. They will tell you about the lynching, Emmett Till, that little brother George, I forgot what his last name was. He's the youngest person in America that was executed in this country. Little young black boy. I think he was 10 or 11 years old. Now they know all this. All the innocent black people. They would tell you about Strange Fruit, that song by Billie Holiday. They were lynching, so many brothers and sisters was being lynched. We look like fruit hanging from trees. Were our people guilty or innocent? As you know, the vast majority was innocent. We didn't do nothing. I want you to do a Google search and put in black men innocent released from prison. It's never ending. And they will tell you about this until you say something they don't like. All of a sudden, I'm a mental patient. All of a sudden, what did I do to get locked up? Now, of course, we do know that there are those who do commit heinous crimes. There are those who commit murder and whatever. But we also know, and if you do the Google search, you will see an article where it talks about the African-American men, African-American people, black people, soul brothers and sisters in this country. We are locked up more than anybody else because we're living in a racist nation. And we know this. But because I say something they don't like, you was locked up for 10 years. You had to have a real mental problem in order for them to lock you up for 10 years. What kind of problem did our people have being lynched, hanging on trees all over this country? What did they do? When you do the Google search, you have black men who was locked up that was proven innocent, locked up 10 years, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. What did they do? They were innocent all the time. Why were they locked up? Because they was black, number one. You don't have no money. And you get caught up in a system that was designed. I'm not going to even say design. But we know that it's made in a way that brothers and sisters, we have a disadvantage. But we know this already. And so they laugh at me. And I'm telling you I'm innocent. These are the same I love black people that tell you don't trust the white man. Don't trust white people. They the devil. They Lucifer. But when the white man said that Angel Snuffing Up 7 got a mental illness Angel Snuff Up 7 running around stalking people. Yup, white man is right about that. Yup, he sure do. Yup. See what I mean? I love the black people. I don't care how much we disagree. I don't care how much I don't like your happy ass. I'm going to take your word over the white man because I understand, I know what they do. But they have a hatred for anybody that don't want to get on their slave plantation or agree with their foolishness, because that's what it is, foolishness. Because it's not freeing nobody. It's not gaining nobody nothing. It's just a big reality show. So you ask, so you telling me because I was locked up for 10 years, oh, I must have had a real serious mental illness. Ask those men that were in prison 10, 20, 30, 40 more years. They didn't do nothing. The wheels of justice is slow or it don't come at all. What about the brothers and the sisters on death row that was executed, then they was proven innocent after the execution? We believe everything the white man said, but we pro-black. We love the black people. You call the white man a liar, but when he says something that fits your purpose, he's right. See, I can't get with these people. I can't do it no more. I just can't. Y'all fakes and phonies. You're self-righteous, a bunch of hypocrites, a bunch of losers. That's all you are, a bunch of losers. Run around here, you don't know what the hell you're doing. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that the Negro is easy to lead in the wrong direction, hard as hell to lead in the right direction. And I would say to Elijah Muhammad, including your way, sir, your way, sir, has failed. You are a failure. The Nation of Islam is a failure. The Moorish Science Temple is a failure. All this pro-black stuff is a failure. All your African stuff is a failure. Your Aboriginal crap is a failure. All of it is a failure. You don't want to accept the fact that it's a failure. You don't know what the hell that you're doing. You're dealing with black people. You're dealing with people who represent all kinds of different varieties and mindsets. But what we all have in common, I just want liberation. I just want to be free. I just want to live a peaceful life. That's what we have in common. Let's go get it. Stop tripping. I want you to believe in Allah. I want you to be an African. I want you to be... Who gives a damn about that stuff? Because as long as you're a slave, all that don't mean nothing anyway. All that crap is not going to be on your passport. I've never seen nobody's passport talk about, I'm a Kemetic, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I'm a this and that. No, are you an American citizen? And when you bring your happy ass back, you better be able to prove you're an American citizen to come back to this place. That's all they care about. They don't care about if you're a Christian or a Muslim or all this other stuff that we tripping off of that don't mean a damn thing because you don't run nothing. You don't make no laws. You don't make no policy. You just a stump. How is all this fiddle-faddle stuff that you trying to do, how is that going to gain you any power? You can separate. You can isolate. and you still under the white man's law. And when the state police come in because somebody has lied on your count, we got to come here and search for weapons. We got to come in here. We heard that y'all was molesting children. What the hell you gonna do about it? Nothing. Lay down on the ground, put your hand behind your back, take your happy ass to jail until we finish our investigation. That's the only thing that you can do, because you have no power. You have no resources. You have no water. You have no electricity. You have nothing. You have no plastic. You have no glass. You have no cotton. Y'all don't have a damn thing. You just want to feel good like you're doing something. A prostitute can make you feel good for $5 or $10. If that's all you want to do is feel good. But in the grand scheme of things, that's all it is feel good. It's not going to accomplish nothing. All this fiddle-faddle, tiddly-wink, feel-good stuff. It's not going to accomplish nothing. Our condition is not going to change until the people, the black people, change. Just because you change and your little group change, you still in the same position because the black people are still the same. You got it? It don't make no difference how successful Marcus Garvey was. It don't make no difference how successful the Black Panthers or the Nation of Islam was. It don't make any difference. The people, the masses, the 20 million did not change. When the 40 million that we have now, when they begin to change, now we change. Just because I don't smoke, but I am in a room of smokers, the air don't change. Well, I don't want to add to the air pollution in here. I'm not going to smoke. Don't make any difference. The people you living with, they smoke. Until they stop smoking, the air is still going to be polluted. So it don't make no, all this little personal agenda, fairy tale stuff that y'all want to do. You can do it, make you feel good, but when it's all said and done, if the people, if this 40 million, if we cannot get our people, the masses, to begin a change, nothing's going to change. You feel better in your little house? Yeah. What do you do when the outside start coming into your house, which happens to a lot of people? It's called burglary. It's called home invasion. What do you do when the outside start coming in your house? How can you laugh at somebody and make mockery of brothers who've been in jail and prison and locked up? And you know how this government works. I love black people. You are a love lie. You're liars. And all that black power fist, hotel, and all that stuff that you're talking about, actions speak louder than words. Your actions show you don't give a damn about black folks. You just want to use us like all the other suckers use and exploit. Because when you love, see, when I love, all these women are different. But if we went out to dinner, I have to take consideration. Terry, what do you like? Cindy, what do you like? Rona, what do you like? But when you're a dictator and a bully, I'm going to order and y'all going to eat what I order. And that's y'all mindset. That's y'all mindset. This the way it is. This is what I want. I don't give a damn about what you want, you want, you want. I don't give a damn. That's not what this ministry represents. This ministry represents, take consideration the feelings of the whole. How can I work with you? Because we're all the same. We're the black people. Okay. How can I work with my Christian brother? How can I work with my Kemetic brother? How can I work with our people so we can make a change which is beneficial for all of us? But you don't have that mentality. You want it your way. Because my way is the right way. There's no evidence that your way is the right way. I don't understand all these people talking all this Africa stuff. Take your ass to Africa. Go buy. Why are you waiting? Because it's just talk. Actions speak louder than words. It's talk. You don't love black people. How you gonna laugh at me because this cracker had me locked up for 10 years? Because you don't like what I say. Something wrong with me. Why is something wrong with me? Because the white man says so. And these are the people that y'all following. These are the people that you're listening to. But keep on listening to them. Keep on following those who love you. There are men who have broken their wives' arms. There are men who have busted their wife's jaw. There are men who have cracked their wife's ribs, and they will turn around and tell you how much they love her. And you know this. Some of y'all have experienced it. Some of y'all sisters out there, even some of your brothers. You've been beat by your mama, and she broke your arm, cracked your rib. I'm doing this because I love you. This hurts me more than it does you. That type of crazy ass logic. And some of us, we live in an abusive relationship for so long, we think abuse is love. Like we live in this country. And we tolerate the abuse from these races in this nation. And we tolerate it. Because I love America. They will change one day. I say to you, I can't do this pro-blackness, African stuff. I can't do that no more. Because when you look at its actions, I'm not talking about what somebody say out their mouth. When you look at the actions, they do not love black people. Just simple as that. They do not love soul brothers and sisters. They just want you to be on their slave plantation, like every other sucker around. How much money can they get out of you? How much free time and labor can they get out of you? Can I get between your legs? Spit out some babies for me that I'm not going to support. The white man going to support you on welfare. And this hideous cycle goes round and round and on and on. You on a merry-go-round. You on a hamster wheel. When is it going to stop? It's not going to stop till you finally wake up and smell the real coffee and understand that maybe back in the day, black folks, when they said, I love black people, maybe they meant it. In 2021, they don't. They have no love for you. You're just something to use. That's all. When somebody like Tariq Nasheed call another black man, talk about you broke ass nigga, and y'all accept that. When you support Negroes that make mockery of a brother that was locked up in a mental institution for 10 years, and y'all support that behavior, knowing the history and what we face as a people in this country, because you don't like what somebody said. Somebody always gonna say something you don't like. So what? They're not real. They're not real. And I can't do it no more. I suggest to us that you get on the soul train. And the soul train is not perfect, but you can make it better. You can show us, you can show and bring things to the table to make it better. Because it can be successful. It's better when you help make it better. Not talk about what it go do, what I do. No, make it better. Because we know that what we have already done does not work. You're wasting your time. Because again, if the people do not change, whatever tiddlywink stuff that you do don't mean a damn thing. You're still in the same situation. All the success that the Nation of Islam, the Hebrew Israelite, whatever you want to do, you can put all that stuff together, don't mean nothing, because the people still right where they are at. They have not changed at all. And you cannot get nobody to change when you have no compassion. Look, I'm going to say this in my conclusion. People know when they love you, when you love them. Little children know when somebody liked them and loved them. I seen children stay away from people they can tell don't love them. And they run to the ones they feel that love and compassion for. There's 40 million people in this country. The little few thousand that this blackity black stuff attract, that ain't nothing. Because the people not feeling you. They're not feeling you. They can tell you just want to use somebody. Always begging for money. They see you beefing back and forth. They see the little money that you get, you ain't producing a damn thing. They're not feeling you. And they stay away from you. I'd rather go to church and keep waiting on Jesus. I'd rather go to the liquor store than mess around with these pro-black Negroes. I'd rather go to the crack man than mess around with this pro-black stuff. And that's what they're doing. They're in the church. They're in the liquor store. They joining gangs. The sisters are prostituting themselves. Nothing is changing because you have no compassion. And most of these suckers don't even really talk to the people. You don't shake their hands in real time. You sit on your ass in front of a computer all day long and run your mouth. Never shook nobody's hand, never been on the street to talk to nobody. The reason why Elijah Muhammad the Nation of Islam, and even these Hebrew Israelites, they on the street. The Jehovah's Witnesses is on the street, talking to people, shaking hands. The majority of your YouTubers don't do a damn thing. Sit in front of a computer, beg you for money. Your lonely ass, yeah, that show sound good, Tariq. Let me cash out. That show sound good, Sonetta. Let me donate. Nothing's gonna change. I hope that you young people, if you listen to this video, do not follow your elders. Your elders are stupid. The majority of your elders are stupid. They're getting ready to die. They do not care about your future. I will tell young people, I'm going to tell you this again. Stop listening to your elders. They are lost in the past that don't exist no more. They're living in delusions. They're getting ready to die. They do not care anything about your future. I care about your future. I want you to be better. I'm not going to keep you living in the past. Talking about what happened 66 trillion years ago, 50,000 years ago, 30 years ago. Talking about the now. You got to change now. We don't live 60 years ago. This is the now. What your elders have shown you, you see is not working. It did not work for them. Why are you going to copy what clearly did not work for your elders? Why are you going to do that? That's stupid on your part, young man, young woman. We want to change this condition once and for all. We want to put you in a better place. I want to do everything I can to help you before I die. I don't want your money. I don't care about material things. I don't care about driving around a Mercedes-Benz and a limousine, which I've done that in my life. I've done that. So what? You need to change your condition. You need to take your destiny in your own hands. Stop listening to these idiots out here. These old ass men and women still live in the past. That don't have a creative mind. They have no vision for the future. They're getting ready to die. They are going to die slaves. Malcolm X died a slave. Harriet Tubman died a slave. Black Panthers, all that. They were slaves. They failed. You have an opportunity before you pass this life and transition. You can pass this life as a free, liberated people once and for all. You can become the greatest generation ever produced. They're done. They don't care whether you live or die. Their actions speak louder than words. Their actions show they don't give a damn about their children, the future. Because they want what they want. But everything we want don't mean we gonna get. Even this white man. Look what the forefathers, look at the problems that they gave to their children. George Washington and Thomas Jefferson and all those slave owners, they knew that slavery and black people was going to be a problem in this country. I'll let the future generations deal with it. I'm going to live comfortable. I'm going to live happy, blah, blah, blah. Now look at you as a white person. Black Lives Matter, police brutality, discrimination, civil rights bill, marching. Look at all the stuff that you have to deal with. Unnecessary baggage. Because your forefathers don't give a damn as long as I can live good. And I'm telling you, young black man, young black woman, your elders only care about them. They're not looking out for what is in your best interest. You're going to have to take your destiny in your own hands. I could be just like them. But I have a conscience. And I don't want nothing. Except that you put yourself in a better position in life. Because you deserve it. The black man and woman, soul brothers and sisters in this country, you deserve better. After 400 years of hell, you deserve an opportunity to experience heaven. You're not going to get it following pro-black, I love the black people, hell raisers. You're not going to get it. Do you see any signs of it? Of this heaven? Do you see? Because you're not going to get it. So on that note, let me get out of here. Thank you all for listening. Thank you, Sister Isis in the chat room, and Keaton and Dickens of Reality, those in the chat room. There's somebody else. I got so much. Nisha. Those who are listening and those who will be listening to this broadcast later on. I have been wanting to go live more than I have, but I have been writing my autobiography. I've been writing my book, and I'm almost finished with the rough draft. So I want to get that done, because if there's an opportunity that I can take advantage of this Negro who is a serial killer, this Anthony Marlon Ross, I will hope that I have my book ready by the time he goes to trial. I still don't really know when he's going to go to trial. And I want to get that book ready. The title that I've chosen right now, thank you, Sister Isis. The title that I've chosen for the book is In the Grip or in the Grasp of Monsters, being falsely accused by the state of Missouri of stalking Anthony Marlon Ross. That's a long title, ain't it? I might have to try to shorten it a little bit, but that's the title I think I'm gonna go with. And I'm almost done with the rough draft, and with the help of Sister Noble, we're gonna try to get that published, done as quickly as possible. So again, thank you so much. Support our team. Go to the description box. Support our team. Sister Karen, late night, every Wednesday, 9:15. And yeah, I'm gonna have to shorten that title down some kind of way. That's a little bit long. And we're gonna catch y'all on the flip. As our brother Don Cornelius used to always say, as important, I wish us love, peace,